That's it. All right, I gotta start again. All right,
One job, man. One job.
All right.
Heck, you know what? Welcome to episode 30. What, 34?
I don't
35.
even know.
Episode 35. We're Couch Potatoes, and you know what? Before I introduce him, I got to say a couple of things. This almost happened a while back, but I had to cancel because I had some last minute things to do. But man, does it feel good to have this individual in the studio? It's been it's been a very long time since I've had him. Since I've seen him. How long has it been? You can speak. Just that's it.
It's been a couple years.
All right, couple years. But let me just get straight to it. Welcome our guest. Let's give him a round of applause, Mr. Kalvin Peary. Also known as Uncle Cal. Oh man, it feels good to have him in the studio.
Thank you.
Oh, you get all shy now?
That introduction is very nice of you. No, it has been a couple years.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
I haven't seen you since. Have I seen you since you left Syracuse?
Yeah, I think that was the last time.
Damn.
And the thing, I don't even think you saw me leave. Because I was running late and I left, and all I remember was I called you, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry about the dishes." Because I had promised, I was like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna clean everything. I'm gonna leave it clean. You're good." But I remember I was late. I was like, "Ah, shoot, I'm gonna have to."
Yeah, he took his boxes and left. I haven't seen him since. Like, damn, man, left me with these damn dishes
And the boxes too,
and food in the fridge.
you know.
Nah, it's all good. And man, it's been a few years there,
Yeah.
man. Because I still can't believe. I was just thinking about this the other day. Dude, we graduated a year ago. Like, it's been over a year ago. Like,
Yeah.
I just come up on my 1 year anniversary. And dude, I'm still, you know, the truth is, I still got a credit to finish in Syracuse that I haven't finished. So I still don't even have
The actual diploma.
my
itself?
actual diploma.
Interesting.
So I gotta do the class.
You got to do it over there. Or can
No,
you do it
I
right
could
here?
do it anywhere.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't done it. I could take it anywhere. Just about. It's a Math 284 business calculus class that I never went back to. But yeah, I mean, once they let me walk in my eyes, I graduated.
All right, I'm done. Yeah,
You know,
that's
and then you look up and you're like, I'm gonna do the class at some point. But
yeah.
been working and now I look up and I'm like, damn, it's been a year and I have not even thought about doing that class. I still don't want to do that class. And I don't even feel like I had a job since I graduated. Dude, what was the point of me even getting a degree? Nobody's asked to see that piece of paper. Nobody's asked for proof. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody cares. Literally, the employer says, did you go to college? Yeah, I went to college. What school? Syracuse. What'd you study? Business management and marketing. Oh, okay, cool.
That's it.
See, I should just say when I apply to jobs, where did you go? Oh, I went to Syracuse.
I went there, yeah.
I went a couple years. I lived there.
Say a couple facts about Syracuse so they know you're not lying. Like, yeah, it's cold, man.
Joe Biden's an alum.
Yeah, it's cold, man. New house.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh man. Oh yeah. Dude, I don't even remember the name of my college. The art, whatever it's called, the art building.
College of Arts and Sciences, or
no, it's like.
shit.
Yeah, I didn't.
Look, I couldn't tell you.
I
know it sounds bad, but I couldn't tell you the names of most of the buildings on that campus. I know Whitman because that was my home
Whitman,
school,
yeah.
but I don't know, man. Like I don't remember what classes I took and what order I took them. I know I had to take some marketing classes. I took some management classes. I don't know, man. That's like a blur, man.
Just went bounced.
I got in, got out. Thank goodness.
That's the thing. Like me, I don't remember my whole experience, but I have vivid memories. Like if you ask me, like, oh, how was this? I'd probably tell you a story. Like, oh, I remember. Like for example, like Bird, the library.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember seeing the sun come up. It was studying.
Yeah.
Really, I was just watching videos on YouTube.
Killing
whatever.
time.
Yeah, killing. Yeah. Oh man, man. To all the younglings out there, if you're gonna procrastinate in your craft.
Yeah.
Not YouTube videos.
Well, also just procrastinate in your bed. You know, like you get up and you go spend hours at the library and sitting there. Oh, I've been here for 8 hours. I've been in this library for 8 hours, man. Literally, I can remember I've been in the library 8 hours, man. How much you get done? Well, I started this paper.
I put my name down.
I could have did that at home. You know, so I mean, if you're gonna procrastinate, you might as well go to sleep. Like we were talking earlier before we started the podcast about like being productive, and that's actually been something I've been practicing. Is just trying to be more productive because like I get so caught up in I mean, I gotta be busy. I'm busy. And people ask you, what have you been up to? Man, I've been so busy. But what have you accomplished? What have you done? I've been so busy, man. I'm tired, man. I've been busy. But it's like, shit, man, you didn't get anything done today. So now I'm like, I'm politicking to get the most amount done in the least amount of time. And I'm politicking to make the most amount of money with the least amount of work. You know, I don't want to work 8 hours a day. And you know, if I can knock it out in 2, then knock it out in 2. You know, if I can wake up at 6:30 and be done by 9:30, that's perfect. Then I can spend the rest of my day doing all the shit that I really want to do. I can go for a jog, or I'm not going for a fucking jog, but I could go. You know, I can go do something I want to do. Like, you know, just I can chill. I can watch TV. I can surf the web, do whatever. But I'm not spending all day on the computer trying to accomplish some shit, getting distracted midday, and it's just like, man, just knock this shit out, focus for a couple of hours, and be productive, and you have your whole day to do what you want to do. So, yeah, in the 8-hour workday, I mean, like, I'm probably working like 3 hours out of the 8 hours when I was going to work. You know, it's like, man, like you could have just, if you gave me these assignments and told me I had to be done by noon, I could have done it. You know, but because I got all day,
I'm gonna stretch it out. Yeah, you're gonna stretch it out.
How many times you get an assignment is not due till next month? So you're like, all right, I'm gonna just wait. And then you're thinking about it all month.
Yeah,
the whole month. Man, that's all you can think about is the assignment. It's like, man, if you just knock it out today,
you're done.
When
you
got
done.
To do, you don't even gotta think about this shit anymore. That's like the worst feeling in the world. You go to a party and you know you got work to do. It's like you can't even enjoy the party fully because you're thinking about the assignment.
Yeah, half your brain is over there like, I should stay back.
Just do the assignment, then go party. You know, so I've been trying to be more productive.
No, I feel especially me. Like, I mean, with school in general, like, I think I've started to come to a realization that I really just want to get my degree and just be done with that. Yeah. And, you know, maybe eventually a master's.
Shit.
Like, the thing is, if I'm doing well, like, if I do end up pursuing that teaching career, then obviously, I got to go get it.
Yeah.
But if I end up doing something else, I'm like, okay, like,
yeah,
it's there. Like, I got.
You know, honestly, like, the college thing is, I wouldn't force my kids to go to college. Mm-hmm. I think that, like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, the college thing's not even really necessary.
Yeah, it's not.
But if you want to go get a job somewhere, you want to do business or something, maybe take some business classes. Like, I would make if my kids say, oh, I want to be an economist or some shit, then I'd make them take some economics, some finance classes or something. But I wouldn't make them do the whole college thing. The most important thing I got out of it wasn't anything that I learned in the classroom. It was the relationships that I built with people. I met some pretty awesome people. It was just a chance for me to grow as a person. I didn't learn. I mean, I learned in the classrooms, but I don't really remember too much of the first 2 years of college, 2.5 years. Maybe my major classes are the ones that kind of stuck with me, but I had to wait 2.5 years before I could even start them. So it's just like, damn, man, like, you know, the rest of the time it's not. You could do it out. Yeah, you could kind of do it out. So I won't force my kids to do college at all, but especially not if I got to pay for it. No, you don't have to go.
You do the.
You gotta work though. You gotta be productive.
Yeah,
You know, like, I'm not gonna take care of you forever, so you gotta be productive and figure it out. You know, so.
Yeah, because I know who is it? Is it Will Smith? None of his kids went to college, right?
They don't need to go to college. Like,
man, they got money.
$200 million. I wouldn't go to college either. I'd be like, do you know who my dad is? Are you kidding me? They don't need college.
Give me the job.
I mean,
look at my last name.
Yeah, no. I mean, they don't need to go to college. I thought one of the coolest things ever. I had a friend that told me, my guy Grant. Grant might see this. Grant's not gonna see this. No, but Grant told me. I had asked him, like, man, like, you know, his dad was filthy, ridiculous amount of money, owned a hotel in New York City. I go, hey, man, I mean, not to be in your business or anything, but you're set, man. Like, why do the college thing? Like, why? He says, man, honestly, my dad just thought that it was important for me to come because he needs to justify being able to pass the business down to me. He just said he couldn't pass it to me.
It was like
if I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
He's like, if I don't go to college,
you're not receiving it
because it's not justifiable. Like, you just give the kid.
Oh, he's just smart.
You know, he's just this kid. So he's like, man, if you just go learn business, get a business degree, when I go, I have reason to give it to you. But if you don't do that, then I can't just give it to you.
Yeah.
So that was his only reason. He's like, yeah, I just want to guarantee that inheritance, like that I was going to inherit this. And I'm like, man, that's fucking awesome. That like I think that's incredible.
Yeah.
That you can actually spend your time now actually doing the things that you really want to do. Like he's never going to have to think about how am I going to make money.
Yeah.
Like Will Smith's kids, they don't have to worry about like, oh, I got to work or go to school so I can make money. They can actually, like, if you're going to go to school, go do something that you really want to do, not because you think that this is what you need to do to make money to survive. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I definitely wasn't, but I would love for my kids to be born with one in their mouth. Yeah. Like, but not that they're going to be brats or anything, but who doesn't want their kids to have options? Like, I would love for my kids to be able to, like, know that their dad has $100 million or whatever, and, doesn't mean they're going to be spoiled brats and that I'm just going to give it to them. But, I mean, that's a whole lot better than, I think, than, like, not being able to get basic necessities and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm politicking for.
No, it's funny that you mentioned that because, like, especially, like, with this whole, like, oh, there's a red button in the back. It's the same as this one? Yeah, you good. Like, that whole, Lori Loughlin, what's her name? The one with the USC scan and everything like that?
First off, I don't know the whole story on that, but first of all, you paid $500,000 for your kid to get in, so you could pay for them to be there. Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here! Are you crazy? You paid more than you were actually going to pay for the education to make sure they got in, and then you're going to pay for the education as well. No, your kid's dumb.
Yeah,
your kid just couldn't get in.
And that's here's the thing. Like, I know there was that one. So I think that was the Full House lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one who, I guess for her it wasn't. I mean, it's not great either. But I think all she did was, I think she paid for somebody to take the SAT for her kids or whatever.
Yeah, they do that.
So her kids got in with everything else, but I guess she won the extra boost, which I guess it sucks. But at the same time, it's just give it that extra boost, whatever. Yeah. But see, with this other lady did, she had people Photoshop her. I think that's the same one. Her daughter's face in the road team yearbook photo or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, if I'm correct, I could be wrong. Maybe it was something else. Oh my gosh,
she was serious.
Yeah, it was a whole situation.
She was like on some serious fraud.
Yeah, it was bad. and I know one of the coaches. I don't know if it was in that case, but in particular but there was a coach who was involved in this whole circle. That she only was charged. I think she was sentenced to a day in jail or something. Wow.
Shut up.
And I think
she's
that was
rich.
I'm assuming.
Good on her.
Yeah.
They get fucking.
Spend the night in jail.
They get a slap on the wrist.
Might be a good deal. You mean I can spend a night in jail, but you gotta go to USC. Alright, I'll take it.
Yeah. So I mean,
do it.
I mean, it still got paid in the end. The thing is, I don't know as to what is happening now. I don't know what the trial is. I don't know anything. All I know is.
Did the kids get through college already, or
no? The thing is, they're not even done. So I think it'd be crazier if they had graduated.
Right.
And then it'd be a whole.
Like, what do you do? You take the degree back?
Yeah, because I mean, what if they legitimately did what they had to do and they worked for it?
I didn't know my mom did that.
Okay. That would be crazy.
I didn't know she did all that. Wow. Jeez. That's
shame on my mother, but I got a degree.
Yeah. Terrible, Mom. What? I earned it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, would you, as a school, would you take that kid's degree away?
Nah, you can't. No? Nah. I mean, if I didn't know my mom did that, I got in. Obviously, I mean, what are you gonna say? Oh, you're not qualified to be here, even though you were qualified and you passed all your tests, you passed all your classes, but you weren't qualified to be here to begin with. So we're gonna take it from you? Like, no, you weren't supposed to be here, but since you got here and you did well, you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I guess it would depend on like how involved the student was, right? Like,
true,
you gotta imagine that, like
class president.
Yeah. Oh man, right? Like the leader of the chess club.
Oh man.
Jeez, man.
Starting nonprofits on campus, saving lives,
doing some beautiful things, saving lives.
Like, yeah, we're just gonna have to take that away, though. I'm sorry. See, I'd be that president though. I'd be the president of school. Like, oh really? Your parents did it? Yeah, we're gonna have to take that degree.
Take it back. Oh, you'd be the asshole president.
Be that guy. But then it'd be like, you know what? Take a couple summer classes out of your own pocket, which I'm sure you can pay for.
Yeah, these are more expensive classes.
Yeah, make some classes up.
We want to squeeze some money more out of you before.
And that's the thing though, that Like there was even it wasn't as big, but there was also another scandal. But I mean, no, it wasn't really a scandal. But it was more people saying. I think it was one of Snoop Dogg's kids, his son, got into UCLA or something. But some people were saying like, oh, it was because Snoop Dogg is his dad. This and that.
Yeah, but I think he played sports.
Yeah, he used to.
He played
Yeah.
football and he was really good. I think. I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not saying shit about Snoop Dogg. Live in LA. Make sure Snoop. We love you, Snoop.
We love you. Yeah, we love you. No, I was just something from the news there. So
blessings to you and the family.
Yeah, but but it's one of those things that I like. In that case, like here's the thing. Obviously, his son did get in with his talent, but who knows? Maybe his dad's name or just his stage name will give him an extra boost. But at the end of the day, he got in through his merit.
Did you ever see that thing about Diddy got into a fight with one of the coaches at UCLA?
I did hear about that.
And he hit him with a...
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He hit the guy with a... what do you call it? A weight? One of those dumbbells.
What?
He smacked the coach with a dumbbell. Yeah.
Wait, why?
Got into a fight with the coach at UCLA. I don't know if it was for screaming at his kid or something. And I was like, yeah, he's playing football. He's going to scream.
Yeah, that's his job, to coach him.
But he, hit him with a dumbbell. Got into a fight with the coach. This is probably a year or two ago.
This is the first time hearing of
this. Hasn't been
this.
fact checked. I'm not sure. This is Twitter.
False news.
This is Twitter here. That is fake news. That is
Diddy's
wrong.
gonna come after me and sue me, dude.
Wrong. That's fake news. Wrong. That actually makes my girlfriend really upset when I do wrong. I sent her the Trump the gifts. The gifs.
No, the gifs.
And she's like, please don't send me these.
He's a
wrong.
funny guy.
Wrong.
He's
yeah.
He's class act.
He is only Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh,
Nah, he's a character.
no.
A nutcase.
I was gonna not only about that. See, I'm having brain stutter. See, you're gonna experience that a lot throughout this conversation. I have a million things in my brain that I want to talk about. But we kind of talked about it a little before. But I guess kind of just go over again. What was it? Because when our current president Trump got into office, I was already here at home.
Right.
I remember filling out the ballot here.
Oh,
So I was,
man.
but you were still. Oh, you had gone back to school.
Yeah,
already.
I'd gone back.
So what was that experience like?
I mean, it was you could feel it in the air, man. It was just an odd energy. People felt empowered. There were a lot of people that came out of the woodworks that, hey, man, I was just doing a project with you. What are you talking about? That felt like they had a voice. A lot of red hats and. Again, what do you say? I mean, what can you say to somebody? I mean, you can't tell somebody you can't wear that. You can't, you're gonna support. I think he had one of the biggest crowds when he came to Syracuse.
He went to your campus?
He sold out the Allianz Center. He had a huge crowd, overflowing into the streets of people that came to see him speak. Meanwhile, when Hillary Clinton came to campus, she was
nobody.
booed. People were not trying to see her at all. It was just one of those things, man. Yeah, I mean, it was odd. I remember, I wasn't uncomfortable or anything, but I was definitely kind of
you could see it.
damn, man, I didn't know a lot of you motherfuckers. Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, you could feel it in the air and a lot of tension. I remember there was some protests and some sit-ins, and I just remember thinking, what the fuck's that gonna do? I mean, he's gonna, because Trump cares about what's going on at Syracuse University.
Everybody, I'm gonna leave the office because it was some kids did in Syracuse.
Some kids don't agree. I think we gotta stop this.
By the way, I'm not affiliated in any way to Donald Trump. I thought it was funny, some comedy. We're trying to be funny. It's a good vibe
He
going.
is a funny. Listen, I think he's pretty funny. I think he's pretty hilarious. It was funnier before he became the president.
Yeah,
he's a character. I mean, he's a real. That guy's a character. I mean, he's got great comedic timing. He's got some funny jokes. He's pretty funny, man. He's pretty wild. That guy just says what comes to mind, and you just got to shake your head wow, this guy is nuts.
Yeah.
I think it was the funniest thing ever was when with the debates or whatever, you've called women pigs, fat, disgusting slobs, dirty animals. You've called them. He goes, only Rosie O'Donnell. I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, the things we used to watch the debates too.
Yeah,
on
we
the
did.
TV. I remember.
We did.
Oh man.
We did watch the debate. Wrong. No, that is fake news. No, he's a character, man.
And the thing is, like, again, please don't unsubscribe. As a matter of fact, please subscribe to the channel. But that being said, I've always, because the thing at the end of the day, I think people forget he's a reality TV star. Yeah. He came from TV. Yeah, he's made money, but we really know him from the things that he's done on TV, the stunts that he's pulled. And the other thing too is, like, I think obviously for a lot of people it's not funny. Well, obviously because probably he lives in the freaking White House, right. So that to us it's like, oh, but at the end of the day, you're right. He's just a character. And the thing is, I remember when he first announced, and he was coming down that elevator. Right. I mean, escalator. I was like, he's not gonna win. Right. This is not gonna happen.
And he won.
And he won.
I remember saying this guy might be president. Like, because I was just like, man, this guy, he's interesting to watch. Like, whether you agree with him, whether you disagree with him, whether you like him, whether you hate him, you're gonna turn the TV on. Yeah. You're gonna turn it on, and you're gonna complain while watching him.
Yeah, but you're still gonna watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna watch it.
You're gonna be like, and he's just an interesting character. I mean, I remember, like, first off, you're right. I mean, he had this persona from all of the television shows, and so people had that perception of him. Oh, Donald's he's a businessman. We need a businessman around the country. Who said he's a good businessman? He said he's a good businessman. That's the only person that's ever said he's a good businessman is him. He said it. I'm a great businessman. I do great business. I do great deals. I'm a billionaire. I'm a multi-billionaire. I have lots of money. I make great money. I do deals. I'm a deal maker. I make deals. He said that. Nobody else said that. But, I mean, it was
everybody ate it up.
I remember, like, dude, there were people on campus like, well, he did The Apprentice. I'm like, dude, you got into Syracuse, man. Oh. Your parents must have paid. They must have paid. This is starting to add up now. Yeah, but no, I remember thinking, like, yeah, it's definitely possible that he could be president. I better not say too much, right? But I'm not one of those people that thinks like my world is coming crashing down because like somebody's the president or somebody's not the president. I'd be ignorant to say that this has no effect on me because it does. Yeah. But in terms of like my every single day, like waking up, my attitude, how I go about the day, how productive I can be, whether or not I can go get a job or all this sort of shit. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really affect that kind of stuff. And those are the things that are most important to me right now. Yeah. I mean, it's not, I didn't lose my health care. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get kicked out of school because he became the president and the opportunities were no longer there. There's no more space for your kind here on this campus. Like, I just think that, like, I'm not one of those guys. Yeah. I think, like, shut the fuck up. Stop complaining. Stop crying. Doesn't matter who the president is. Get up. Go to work. Hustle, grind, do whatever it is you got to do. Stop making excuses. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying this is absolutely not.
Again, this is Kalvin Peary. Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't affect me every day. Like, it's not. It really. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But I just don't think it's really that big a deal. Yeah. I mean, like, bummer. Oh, that sucks. We're gonna build a wall. Oh, bummer. We're not gonna build a wall. There's no wall. There's never going to be a wall. There's no wall. He had no intention on building the wall. It sounded good. It's pretty hilarious. The wall just got 10 feet taller. Like, that's hilarious. Like, he wasn't going to build a wall. Get out of here. And people thought he was going to build a wall. Like, it was those folks in Syracuse.
And Mexico was going to pay for it. Remember
Mexico. I don't know what kind of Mexicans Trump knows, but he must not know no vatos. Like, they not paying shit. Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna build a wall and they're gonna pay for it? Okay. Well, what's the point of walls? First off, it's so stupid. The wall is pointless. What's the point of the walls when Mexicans have proven they are efficient at building tunnels on your ass?
Oh yeah.
Like, what do you need?
Just look at El Chapo, man.
We got planes. Yeah. We got like, what is a wall gonna do? Like, get out of here. Yeah, I just think I think it's pretty fun. I did enough of it in high school. When I was in high school, I did I used to put these protests and shit together and
lock me up.
You know, yeah. If I'm going to jail for this, then lock me up. Like, I remember I told that to my principal. Like, That's so dramatic. I was selling snacks on campus, and I used to be like the candy man on campus. I would sell cookies and sodas and candy and chips and like all this shit.
Always hustling,
money.
huh?
Just trying to hustle some money, man. And we weren't supposed to, and I got caught, and I was just like, you know what? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not selling drugs, but if I'm gonna go to jail for this, then lock me up. Like I thought I was like a martyr or something. Like I was like I was gonna be an example
for all the candy kids out there.
People were gonna cheer for me, like kids in the other states that were hustling. They were gonna cheer for me. I thought I was like, take me away, But
we're gonna see Kalvin on T-shirts, huh?
Exactly. I was gonna be a hero, But nah, man. I did do some protests in like high school. I made some protests and. We have some issues with the district and just those Inglewood Unified School District. And we helped get our old principal hired back and got some people fired, and it was pretty cool. So that's the extent of my protesting. At your school or any time, were there ever like walkouts or anything like that? Yeah, we did. We participated in some of those. I arranged a couple of those as well. But
look at them. Gage, remember the walkouts?
Yeah, we do had some walkouts too, man. I remember one time we had a walkout, and that's terrible. I planned the walkout. And then the teacher's like, anybody, if you walk out of this class, if you stay in class today, you'll get extra credit. And so everybody walked out, and I was like, shit, I'm failing right now.
No. You stayed?
And I stayed. I was like, I need this credit, man. I got that credit, and afterwards I sent a message out to everybody like, thank you for participating. Walk out. And, man, I passed. I passed. I thought I wasn't going to walk in high school, man, for my high school prank, man. Me and my boy Jerome, we sprayed silly string on all of the teachers during a staff meeting and ran out. And Jerome's the only one that got caught. And they called him back and said he wasn't going to walk. And I was like, well, damn. Like, I felt bad. Yeah. So I was just like, man. So I turned around and came back, and they were like, who else did it? And I was like, I did it. And I didn't want him to get in trouble by himself. So.
I think I saw him walking down the hall.
And then my principal made me call my mom and tell her I wasn't walking. I knew I was going to walk because my principal loved me, man. I had an office in my high school.
Damn, what?
Like I had an actual office in the main office. My own office that was mine with a sign on it.
Oh, it had a sign like your name and everything?
Office. Yeah.
What was your?
I was just like, I was that kid.
You were just there.
I was that kid, man. Like, and it's crazy because like I was probably the biggest troublemaker of us all.
You're like the Godfather.
But all the teachers loved me. All the teachers loved me. All the adults loved me. I was really good. I just knew how to play that role, man. Like I knew how to. Like you just don't be disrespectful, man. Like you can do your thing and not be disrespectful. And then like I was always a student like where like we had a substitute and people were acting like asses. I'd be like, yeah, come on, man. Let's show some respect, guys. Like I get it.
Look back at the teacher. Show respect.
Show some respect, man. To this lady right here.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm sorry you got to deal with this. And I was like,
my name's Kalvin. Put in a good word for me.
Write that down.
Remember that. Let me write my name down for you so you know who respected you today.
Who helped you out,
Who made this easy for you today.
Oh, man.
So you can make it easy on me.
Yeah, please.
You gotta learn how to play the game.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Even in college, man, all my professors love me. I actually text my professors still, man. I got a couple professors that I'm like friends with now that we text and we're good, man. We hang out when I go back to Syracuse. Like I just recently went back to Syracuse, had a couple beers with one of my professors, and it was pretty cool, man. Like I'm always pretty good with old people or something. I don't know. Good around adults. I think they love me. I'm the shit.
So
no, I'm just kidding.
So everybody out there, keep in mind if you one day pass by a church that says something like Revival United Church, Pastor Kalvin Peary,
say 100%
stay away.
Say you'll be saved 100% guarantee or your money back. Is what the sign will say on the outside of my church.
Or your money back.
There's a minimum salary requirement. There's only 70 seats in the church. We take 10% from this guy who doesn't make anything. Could be a person that needs to be saved.
So only ballers. Only ballers
in this church.
Got it.
The tie, every seat counts, man. That's 10%. We need the ties to count, man. So, or your money back. Maybe.
Yeah, those gates are wide open, buddy.
My cousin, I have a cousin named Brandon that tells me, like, man, you're going to hell with gasoline draws on.
Oh, man.
No, I'm he knows my heart. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, I
Knows my heart.
mean, I guess, how are we in time? I haven't even...
When does it stop? Because it already stopped once.
Oh, no, you just check the audio. The audio is the most important part. We're at
As long as we're recording.
43.
43.
We're doing
Whoa.
We're doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we're doing
I've been
good. That
talking
flew
a lot.
by. Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't shut up.
that's good. No.
Yeah, that's good
That's
actually.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's some guests that are just.
That's what my girl tells
Yeah.
me. She's like, you talk too much. I'm like, well,
Just be
Deal
like,
with it.
hey,
This is magic that comes out of him.
This
You
is
know
a-
what? I don't think that sounds right.
magic
But,
that comes out of your mouth.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound good
Yeah,
at all.
no, let me take that back. So just
Yeah, we're gonna edit this part out.
get it all
We're gonna
out.
Make sure we edit all this shit out.
Everything, yeah.
Well, can I cuss on there? Because I've been cussing.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're
Okay, because I was gonna. It's too late to ask now.
Yeah.
You should have asked that in like the first 2
I'm gonna
minutes.
stop cussing and shit now.
There we go.
You know, there we go. No
Just
one.
get progressively more and
Yeah,
more.
but first, I gotta ask you: have you been watching stand up? Have you been watching?
Yeah, you know what I've
stand-up?
been watching? So the guy you sent me, Andrew Santino,
Uh-huh.
I watch him. I've been watching a lot of whatever's available for, I don't know, Bobby Lee. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, you know what? He's so weird to me. I've
I
just
like
never
that,
watched
dude.
his stuff. I've just seen his interviews and just have
He's
it's
just-
not made me want to watch his stand up at all.
You know what I recommend? Watch his podcast, Tiger Belly.
Okay.
Because it's, well, the thing is, I grew up, I don't know if you ever heard of Matt TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I grew up watching that.
And
I
he
remember,
was a cast on
You're
that.
like, dang, Ching Ling, all these characters that he
Yeah.
did. That so I'm like, oh, Bobby Lee's. That's
Yeah.
I remember him. So when I got into him recently with his podcast, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, like I could see why I laugh at him or why I
Yeah,
laugh at his
I
thing.
never got into that guy. You
Yeah,
know
he's
who's
crazy.
got a really good he's got a good podcast too, but he's got a good special out. It's on YouTube. It was leaked. Corey
Oh.
Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb.
You ever watch Corey Holcomb?
Holcomb?
Fuck, man. Watch. It's
Yeah.
called The Book of Corinthians. It's great.
I'm
incredible.
sold. Like,
It's incredible. Corey Holcomb is like one of the funniest guys out to me. He's also just like raw and ruthless, man. Like,
Yeah.
First off, I made the mistake of watching it with my girl. We had to cut it
Oh.
off 5 minutes in to the specials.
Oh, he's that
Yeah,
ruthless?
it's like one of those where it's like you watch this by yourself
This
because
is you.
you're gonna laugh at some things that you probably have no business laughing at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're just wrong.
You're
You are wrong. Like she literally was watching the special and she was looking at me like
Waiting which jokes you laugh at.
You think that's
she
funny?
didn't like it at all. She just thought this is awful.
Have you heard of Tom Segura?
Yeah, Segura's funny. He's
I like
always
it.
on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
You ever
he's
watch the
great.
Joe Rogan podcast?
Love
Joe
Joe
Rogan
Rogan.
Experience is pretty
It's
awesome.
so funny.
Yeah, it's one of my
He be doing like
favorites.
4 hours sometimes. I'm like,
Joe, they have a long podcast. Also, Norm Macdonald has a good special
oh, he's good.
on Netflix.
I like him. He's great.
Really funny.
Who else?
Really
I mean,
funny.
this-
He's got a funny bit. I don't want to give it away. He's another one that makes jokes that you probably just feel bad about laughing at.
Yeah. Oh,
He's got a joke. He's just like, 9/11 was an American tragedy.
I'm already breathing hard. Yeah.
And then he just stops. And then you just laugh. He's like, what? What's so funny? He's like, what's that? He goes, it was a tragedy.
But the way he says it, I think that's what sells it. He's just, he's so quick. It is like, oh, okay.
Norm Macdonald's pretty hilarious. Who's your favorite right now?
Favorite right now, I think. Well, there's because I've been watching like a lot of like, because what I do is I watch a lot of YouTube clips. Like I know what's his name. Have you heard of Andrew Schultz?
Yeah.
So I like what he's doing.
Yeah.
So instead of the typical special, he's putting just random clips on YouTube of stuff he does on his tour. So I like that. I like him. Well, I mainly like him because a lot of times he goes up with nothing and he kind of just works with the crowd. Like I think in one of the videos,
It's like improv.
yeah. So if I remember there was a girl who was like, or a lady who had a seizure.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
And he
during the
used
crowd.
that. Yeah, he used that.
It's like Sinbad.
Yeah.
Sinbad does it a lot where
yeah.
he'll like do like 20 minutes of material, 30
Just-
minutes of material, and then like the last 30 minutes it's like just him
Yeah, crowd
asking
play.
questions to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
audience and I'm like, man, this guy's so fast, man. He's so quick,
Yeah,
man. He's like incredible.
I used to want to be, well, not a stand-up, but I remember in middle school we had like a talent show, and I did like a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I make people laugh.
Yeah.
But like hearing, like especially through podcasts, you get more of an inside look into,
Yeah.
and you just kind of like, damn, dude, I would be killed up there.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
hey, everybody, how's it going? Boo!
Get out.
Boo! So I'm like, oh man. You know who's really funny? Who I kind of think, not slept, but I think he's starting to kind of come up a lot more. But I think, what's his name? Donnell Rawlings.
Oh,
I think
Donnell Rawlings.
I think because he's been by, well, he was with Dave Chappelle so long
Yeah.
that it kind of, I feel like it overshadowed him.
he's funny.
But yeah, I like him.
He's pretty funny, man.
Chris D'Elia, do you like Chris D'Elia?
He's got. Nah, I never
really?
watched the stand up. I saw like some old stuff, and I wasn't like.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's incredible. So I'll give you my top.
Yeah.
And this is in no particular order, but like my top 5 favorite comedians. Bill Burr, Louis C.K. I don't know if I can say that out loud right now.
No, like his comedy. He appreciates his comedy.
Louis C.K.,
Yeah.
Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Patrice O'Neal.
Ooh.
Damn, I gotta come up with a 5th, and probably Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not because he's like the best technical comic or he's the best stand. I just think he's fucking funny.
He's funny,
Like, he's just a
yeah.
funny guy.
There's some guys that
Like-
people just funny.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's just funny. Like I think he's hilarious. Like he makes me laugh. You know.
Yeah. No,
Makes me
and
happy.
that's the thing too. Like I know there's some comedians who are smart. Like
Yeah.
you could they're just naturally intelligent. And
Yeah.
you appreciate that and you laugh at that.
Yeah.
But there's just some comics. Like for example, Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
He just makes me laugh, dude. Like I just
Yeah.
look at him, I'm like,
He makes me cringe. Yeah, he's just so cringe. Like he does these interviews. I've seen these like early
When he gets-
interviews, and he just
have you seen
like,
when he takes his shirts
he
off?
takes his shirt off. His hair looks crazy. He looks
Yes.
like he's tired, and he's like touching people. And I'm just like, turn this shit off, man. What am I watching right now? Like.
That's
like-
Yeah,
Lewis's comedy right
that's
like-
my comment. I'm
is
just
it?
crazy, dude. I'm
It's like
just.
Jim. You like Jim Gaffigan?
Oh, I think he's funny.
See, I don't like Jim Gaffigan. I
think
think,
it's
Jim Gaffigan is just, he's got a bit where he like, I can make my stomach look like a bagel. He like literally like lifts his shirt and makes it looks like a freaking bagel.
Bro, I just see stuff like just like hijinks, like
Yeah.
slapstick. For me, I'm
Okay.
just like, but every now and then, I have the occasional like, all right, that was smart. I know,
Yeah.
what's his name? I know he used to write for the Chappelle Show. Neil Brennan, I think.
Neil Brennan.
Yeah, white guy glasses.
I've never seen his stand
No,
up.
I know he has one called.
I know who he is though.
Yeah, he has a special called Three Mics.
Huh.
One of them is like, is just him talking. I think another one is him being like doing stand up, and
Right.
another one is just like dark, like
Huh.
talking about
Wow.
like tragedy or whatever.
You might like Dion Cole.
Dion
He
Cole.
wrote for Conan.
Oh, I
And,
love Dion. Cole. I
oh,
loved
man,
all
he's
his little
funny,
remotes they did
man.
with Conan.
He is
He's
funny,
great,
man.
yeah,
He's got some good stand up, man. He's got like a very like interesting, awkward kind of style.
Yeah.
He goes on stage with like a pen and pad and like he's like basically testing out his jokes. He's
Oh,
like, I
okay,
came
okay.
with some material.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And he's like tells a joke. He's funny, man. Like he's another one that I really like. Who else do I like, man? There's a couple guys. I think Joe Rogan's funny.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't even know he did stand up until I started listening to his podcast.
Really?
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh shoot, like,
Yeah.
all right, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Joey Diaz.
Oh, that's
Joey Diaz
Yo.
is nuts.
he. I think. Well, I actually appreciate his storytelling more. I mean, his comedy storytelling as
Yeah.
it is, but I mean, I don't know if I've showed you. There's one where he talks about him having relations with a one-legged woman. And he does it on a podcast.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
crying.
You know, greatest storytellers of all time. Joey Diaz is up there, but you know who else is up there? Who I think I've never heard him tell a bad story. There's a couple guys that tell good stories. Jamie Foxx
oh
is a great
yes,
storyteller.
Yes. he
Oh,
is,
yeah.
But Charlie Murphy
oh man,
was an
Rest in
incredible
peace,
storyteller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. Man, like I just love like when those guys tell a story, you know you're gonna laugh,
Yeah.
but you know like it's a cohesive, well put together
Yeah.
story. It's not like
Beginning,
bouncing
middle,
all over.
end.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I tell a story, I'm bouncing all over
Yeah,
the
oh,
place.
dude,
I'm like, oh yeah, and then we'll go back to that.
I have
And then-
subplots. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like a lot going on. Like I think I get it from my dad because my dad will tell a story. This is my dad telling a story. First of all, my dad might be a comic, right? My dad might be. He's like, if I tell you the shit that this guy does, it doesn't even sound
Yeah,
real.
based on what you
Dude,
told me.
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
other day, I'm in the car with my boy Dion and my boy Corey, and me and my dad haven't been like talking and shit. We've been on like odd
Mm-hmm.
terms, and but he's been like looking for every reason to talk to me. So he goes, I'm sitting in the car, about to leave, and he comes to the front door. He goes, Kalvin. And I look out the door. I go, yeah. He goes, Oh, I shouldn't say this out loud.
Go for it.
He goes, Willa died. I go, what? I go, huh, what? Willa, she did. He goes, my mentor is somebody who raised me in the church when I was a kid. Passed away. He had just found out. And that's how he told me she died. He goes, yeah, Willa died.
Wow.
I'm like, this guy is terrible, man. Like, what the fuck is... Like, what made you think that it's okay to tell me that way, man? Like, I'll give you another story. Like, this guy... I remember... Oh, man. So I'm, like, putting all his business out there. But he's going through a divorce right now. Yeah. And he got into an argument with this girl. And he goes, you know, since we got married, you didn't got big. That's what he told her. He said, you know, we didn't just got married. We didn't got married and you didn't got big on me. And she goes... Kevin, it's called happy weight. People get married, they fall in love, they get happy, they get married, and they pick up a little weight. It's called happy weight. He goes, well, it don't make me happy. It make me mad and it make me sad. I said, whoa, that is the reason you were getting a divorce, my friend. Like, that's terrible. He goes, there's another thing he told her. They get into an argument. He goes, he likes to say, well, he could have said. Like, when he says it to you.
Yeah.
So it's like, it still counts if you say that. Like, you can't say, I could have said this, but I didn't say it. It's like, well, you just said it. He tells you, I didn't say nothing to you. I could have called you a fat ass. I could have called you a fat bitch. And she's like, what? She's like, you just called me a fat ass. He goes, no, I'm saying I could have said it, but I didn't say it. She's like, you can't say what you could have said.
That's not how it works.
You just called me a fat ass. Like, what are you talking about? Then he's like, you're tripping. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
oh my goodness. He's
truly a nutcase. Like, please pray for him. That is a man that needs to give his tithes, to be sure. You know, like, it is something going on. Please pray for my dad, please.
I got him.
You know, he's a character though, man. My dad's probably one of the funniest people I know when he's in a good place. And funny.
Like the stories he used to tell me back when we had rooming together. Oh man, he used to have me in tears.
My dad's wild, man. Like, wow. Like, I've seen him. Like, we were in the grocery store and some lady had like a tattoo on her chest, and he's trying to look at it.
Come on, man.
So he's looking over at the tattoo.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
And she's like, excuse me. She goes, excuse me. Like, what are you staring at? He goes, I'm trying to see your tattoo. You got a tattoo. He goes, what, you got the tattoo? You don't want nobody to see it? And she's like, I mean, you're staring at my chest. He goes, well, that's where you got the tattoo. He goes, you pay all this money for a tattoo to get the art. I'm trying to admire the art. Oh. I'm like, oh, man, dude, you are going to get slapped.
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
Awful, man. You are going to get smacked in the face one of these days. But nah, he's just a very interesting, funny guy, man. I think my dad's like definitely responsible for me being where I am today. I think I was pretty lucky. I got good parents. Mom and dad are both pretty good parents, so they did all right. They raised a lunatic, but they did all right, you know.
Successful lunatic.
I will take that. Not yet, man. I feel like I'm on my way to it.
On your way there?
I feel like I just like I'm excited and I'm like really happy.
Yeah.
To see what the future holds.
Do you remember how we met? Do you recall that, Daisy? So
at the exact moment, I don't remember the exact moment. I remember some of our early encounters, though. And I might remember the first moment if you refresh me.
So yeah. This is from what I call very first moment. So it was round 3. It was the last round. So it was just Syracuse kids, right? So I remember I walked in, and I think you're already sitting in your chair. You know, you kind of like, you there? And I sit down, and the first thing, hey man, how you doing? I'm just coming. Like, you straight just went with it. You're like, hey, what's up, man? And then we talked for a bit, and then I remember Alfred came in, and he started talking to him. And that's the very first moment that I thought, okay, I got some tough competition in this room.
Were you thinking that? Like, I was thinking, like, I gotta beat this guy.
Yeah, he told me.
I knew. It's funny because everybody that made it, that made it. Like, I knew I was gonna be one of them. Like, I was pretty sure of that. I know that sound, and it sounds pretty arrogant, but I knew I was gonna.
No, I mean, you're not.
I knew I was. I was like, I was just looking at people in the room going, all right, this guy trying way too hard. He's not going to get it.
Yeah.
This guy's fake as fuck. This girl is kind of stupid. She's not Syracuse material.
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of counting people out, and I was right, man, because I remember I knew Jessie was going to get it because she did the poem. Ball hits back. Mitt catches ball. And
I would never forget that.
Shit, I said, we got 9 scholarships.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, boy, you better step it up, buddy. I remember that. I remember going, she's going to get it, man.
Yep.
I remember, I knew I was going to get it when there was a circle, and we were talking, and they asked everyone, if you could have dinner with one person, dead or alive, who are you going to have dinner with? And everyone's coming, I would have dinner with Abraham Lincoln, because I would like to talk to him about... Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, nobody, that's not true. You don't care about Abe Lincoln. You're telling me right now, that if you had a chance to have dinner with somebody, you're going to have Abe Lincoln? You're going to sit across from that old fuck? Shut your mouth, you liar. Like, so everyone was going around the thing. Yeah. Oh, I'd have lunch with the president. I'm like, okay, that's a good answer, Obama or whatever. Yeah, but I was like, dude, I'd have lunch with George Carlin. I think George Carlin was funny, good comedian, but I think he was smarter than he was funny. Yeah. And he's just a real dude. And I'd love to have lunch with George Carlin. And I also said that because I had heard the guy talking about George Carlin outside before we got in, so I knew he liked George Carlin. And I love George Carlin, so it's like, oh, well, this is going to help us connect. Yeah, so you got a connection. It was kind of fake, but I worked the game. I knew it was going to. And I looked at him, and when I did that, he went from sitting like this to sitting in, to hear what I had to say. Yeah. And I said, I got it. I got this motherfucker.
You know what? That's so funny you said because were you nominated through school counselor or through somebody specific? Because I know some people in council. Okay, because I remember first round, my mentality was like, this is the game plan. I went with like game plan because the thing is, I had already talked to somebody who went through the process, but he got accepted to Stanford, so he outed out. But he told me exactly how it went down. So I'm like, all right, cool. So the thing is, the key is. So I guess if you're trying to apply the posse and you're in it, this is what you got to do. Don't talk too much, but also don't stay too quiet. There's sweet spots. If you're quiet the whole time, everybody's like, blah, 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 fine. But if you see somebody coming, all right, guys, so, that's good idea. That was,
yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, even if you're not the one facilitating,
yeah,
I wanted to show that like I was good at taking instruction.
Yeah. Oh, so, got it. Yeah.
So I, a couple of times, okay, where can I add value?
No, you did not. No, you did not. Where can I add value?
I see somebody coming by. Okay, where can I add value? What do you need? What do you need to do? Because I see that you got this, but what can I do? But I was also I would take the lead, and sometimes you gotta take the back seat and let people do their thing. And sometimes you gotta take the lead because if shit's not going good, I don't have a problem taking the ball and shooting the last basket. Like, when it's the fourth quarter, the big boys gotta play. And so I was like, let everybody do their thing for most time. But then when it got serious and when people were starting to really pay attention, I'm like, all right, let me just turn the heat up a little bit because these guys are all exhausted because they've been faking all week. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm good now. Yeah. I knew I had it in the bag, man. It sounds so arrogant, but
no, I mean, you just know. Like I know, in my second interview, which is the one-on-one, right? I remember the one thing which I did something and I was like, either this, I'm done, or I'm for sure getting in now. I'm for sure going to the third round, and I'm a high because I know they say that, but I'm sure in their heads they already have like a top 5, top 10. Right. I'm positive.
Yeah, they definitely did. They knew who they weren't going to pick right away.
Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, I'm at least top 10 out of whatever 20s. Because the thing is, I mentioned why Syracuse and whatever, and it's in the top 20 film schools, my dream school is NYU, but this is a great opportunity. Like, oh, okay. So they essentially said if NYU would offer you a full ride as we are, which is not full ride, I still got to pay this and that. But they're like, if they offered you a package the same as us or whatever, who would you take? And I was like, honestly, and I told them straight up, honestly, as much as I would appreciate this opportunity, I would have to go with the NYU package. I'll take it. And they're like, oh, okay. You know, and I asked the guy who was a former. He's oh, so how was your experience with the whole process? You know, whatever, trying to
Right.
whatever I can do finally.
Right.
And then I told my counselor, and she's like, either that was the dumbest thing you did, or that was the smartest thing.
Smartest thing you did.
So I was like, all right, we'll see. And then I got
That's the
the call,
smartest thing you
and I was like, it
When
worked.
did you get the call? Did you get the call the day of? Same day?
No, I got the call I think because I think I went on a Thursday or all I know is I was one of the last ones that they interviewed. So I didn't get a call till the next week because it was the weekend after that.
Dude, I got a call that day.
Yeah, oh,
I
shoot.
just got home. I didn't even get home. I just got home,
Yeah.
got into my room. I remember it exactly. I just got home, just got into my room. My phone rang. I pick it up. I already knew I knew it was them. I kind of assumed it was them gonna give me some good news.
Okay. Yeah.
I pick up the phone. Hello. Hey, you. Congratulations, you got it. And I was excited, but I was confused because they just said that they were gonna call us next week.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I go. My response was, "What happened to next week? I thought you guys were gonna call next week." And Sandy goes, "I mean, we could call you next week and say just kidding. I mean, like we."
Oh,
we
Sandy called you?
It was Sandy and a bear. It was everybody on speakerphone.
Oh, okay,
excuse
okay.
me. Everybody on, and they were having me on speaker. We can call you back next week and say just kidding. I said no. I mean, I'm happy. I thank you.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you got it. Don't say anything because we haven't told everybody.
They said don't know
please
social
don't
media,
tell
nothing,
anybody. Don't post anything. Tell your parents, but please, we just ask you to make this promise. Don't tell anyone, bro. I told everyone. I went to school. I told everybody, like, I got it.
I'm in.
I'm
you
in.
know, there's one more round.
I would. I'm in.
Man, I'm going.
But it's crazy because like I had confidence going into that. I knew I was going to get the scholarship, just as I knew that just about with every school that I applied to that I was going to get in.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really one of those people like I'm gonna just do whatever I can until something works. I was pretty calculated, and that's just about with everything. Like, if I'm shooting to hit you. I'm not shooting to try and like I'm not throwing a punch hoping that one of them connects. Like, I'm not throwing a punch until I know it's a clear punch. Like, until I know I'm gonna tag you. And so it was with that, man. Like, everything I did was really calculated. I got accepted to every single college I applied to. I got that scholarship. That's the only program I did. I knew I was gonna get that. I applied for one job out of college. I got it. I'm not really like. I kind of knew. Like, I applied for study abroad. I got it. I think you also just have to speak those things into existence too.
Yeah.
Like, cause I go in those kind of situations with an attitude. It's like, okay, what happens once I get this? And they're like, wait, well, slow your roll. I'm like, well, come on, cut the shit.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do after this? Cause I'm gonna get this. So I just want to be prepared. And I don't know. It could rub some people the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I think in most cases, people that are also confident,
It worked.
it's like it sounds like bragging when you're when you're talking to someone who's not doing shit.
Yeah.
Right? When you talk about like your accomplishments and things that you're working on to somebody who's doing absolutely nothing,
It'll
it sounds
bring
like,
them down.
oh, this guy brags
Yeah.
a lot. Oh, he's just bringing me down. But if you're talking to somebody who's doing just as much as you, or working hard, or motivated, or passionate,
You could
about
even
what
pump
they're
them
doing,
up with that.
you're
They'll be
pumping
like,
them up, man.
yeah.
They love it, man. I love that shit, man. I love when
yeah.
my friends are telling me, oh, I just made some money doing this, or I just did that, or I got this program going on, or I'm going to this school. Dude, I love hearing that shit. That shit excites me. I love seeing people win. Like when people, oh, I just got a new car, or I'm getting a house, or this and that. That shit doesn't make me upset. I don't get bothered by it. And I'm never like, dude, you talk too much about your
I
success.
hate your car.
Like,
I hate
no,
your
man.
house. I hate your shoes.
I love that shit, man. Like, I want it. I want to see you do it again. I want to see you do it twice.
Yeah.
Even if you're like competing with me, like I love to see you win. Like that's fine. Like that, it's possible. That means I can do it. Like you're not that much better than me. You're not better than me. So, I mean, I'm pretty secure in that, and I love it, man. I think that shit's awesome. Just shut your mouth, stop complaining, go to work. I always I'm thinking right now. Like I told one of my friends was, imagine where you could be by January 2020. Now do the work.
That's all you gotta do.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the problems is that we come up with goals. We say, oh, my goal is, I don't know, save $10,000 or whatever the goal is going to be. That's my goal. And then you have absolutely no strategy on how you're going to accomplish the goal. You're setting yourself up for failure. You didn't give yourself a strategy. You didn't give yourself a real or legitimate timeline. You just said, hey, this is my goal. I'm going to do this by next year. Okay, well, what's it going to take to do that? because you might have to reevaluate your situation and say, hey, this might not be possible. And it's okay to say this is impossible given my current circumstance. Like, you got to be real with yourself at the same time. So I'm just like, when we were talking earlier about being productive, I'm also being very real with myself about what is and what is not possible at this particular moment. Not that it won't be possible. And if it's not possible given my current circumstance, what do I need to do to make it a reality? So it's like, all right, if my goal is to save 10 grand, I can't do it if I'm only making 11 grand a year. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I got to live, I got to eat. So maybe set some realistic goals or see what you got to do to make that real. Like, what are your steps, you know? So yeah, man, I said all that to say, yeah, that's how I met you. That's how we met, man.
That was the question.
Yeah, well, was it? Yeah, you know, he has a. No, but I mean, that's a pretty good way to end this conversation. No, I mean, But again, I guess to close it up, appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate you, man.
It's been so long.
Man, too long. We gotta do this again.
No,
we
definitely.
gotta get together, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Together, man.
Yeah.
Reunite everybody.
I don't know about that. I mean, as long as we ain't gotta fight nobody, we gotta depend on the group. There's a fight going now. I don't know if we can depend on one.
Hey, Louis, we gotta get the phone number of that motorcycle dude.
Was
on that help them.
I should have got his number or something, man. Because like that dude, he was on a bike. He was on an actual bike.
Bike. Oh,
yeah,
that's a motorcycle. I thought it was like a motorcycle.
Nah, man, that dude jumped off and helped me out, man. And I was like grateful for that guy, man. He was like, "Yo, you gotta get out of here." Yeah, you're right. And next thing you know, going to jail. Yeah, man. Just very happy that we could do this, man. We started this a while ago.
Yeah, finally made it happen.
Life happened, and you know, but we stuck to it. We came.
We did it.
So I'm happy about it, man. This is awesome. Man, congrats on this. This is incredible.
Thank you. You're so humble,
incredible studio. Yeah. They can't see us. This incredible studio. Wow, state-of-the-art sound system.
Fifth floor? Yeah, we're in the fifth floor of a downtown Los Angeles building.
Yeah. Incredible view of the ocean somehow from downtown.
Yeah, from downtown.
This is possible. This is amazing. This is, wow, thank you, hors d'oeuvres. Wow. Butler walking by, naked women walking by. This is beautiful.
That just sounds like a brothel.
This is incredible. You got a table over there encouraging people to vote. This is amazing, man.
Who's passing the basket?
Yeah, we're just doing passing the basket.
Recycling and stuff. This is awesome.
I mean, that being said, you want to plug anything? Got anything you're working on? You want to shout out?
Just
working on some shows. Working on some shows, man. I'm promoting some concerts coming up. I'm working on some projects I can't really talk too much about, but very soon I'll be able to. I could just say follow my Instagram. My personal page is just Uncle Cal, just Uncle.Kal. And then the company is KPE Group. And it's just, we promote concerts and manage events, and we've been working as talent buyers for Syracuse University, which is pretty awesome. Because, graduate from there to then, become, have them become my biggest client.
Yeah, it's great.
Pretty awesome. But yeah, man, just still booking and managing events, working as a talent buyer, and trying to get this money, man, trying to get paid.
Yeah,
so I can eventually get my tithes. So that's
most important thing.
Absolutely, man. So thanks again for having me.
Appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you for coming through, helping us on the production side.
My man.
But yeah, so to everybody who's listening to audio, thank you once again for listening. If you want to see us in action, we're on YouTube. As always, follow us, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. And shout out to Kira, shout out to Zendaya. We always love you. And
I want to say one thing.
Yeah, go for it.
And this is for all these people listening, hundreds of thousands of listeners. Wow.
Millions.
Streaming live right now. There's how many viewers. Wow. But no, imagine where you could be by January 2020. Now do the work.
Make it happen.
Let's make it happen, people.
Wise words from Uncle Cal.
Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you again, man. As always, stay fat with a PH, and God bless. We'll catch you on the next one.